Hey guys, what's going on? Michael here today. Today I'm going to go ahead and unbox the Evolution kit for the 2011 through 2015 Elantras. I'm going to try and do this pretty quick because I want to get this sucker installed tonight. I just got home from work, got changed, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox this and let's get started. So I got my knife here. Waited for this for about 2.5, almost 3 weeks. This kit comes from Korea. I ordered it from Shark Racing. They are the only website that I found that carries something like this. This is a specialty Korean part. You cannot buy this from like eBay or anything like that, because trust me, if you could, I would have ordered it from eBay, but you can't. So let me see if I can get you guys a little higher here, just so you're in focus. Alright, so packaged pretty nicely. There's a lot of bubble wrap in here. Bubble wrap. And there we go. Wow, that's actually a really nice box. Wow, it's a nice box. Just Window System Evolution 2, Down Tech. That is in Korean, as you can see. Same thing, Window System Evolution. More Korean, if you can read that. Awesome, I cannot. If you want to even read Korean and you want to translate it, go at it. Same thing. Back of the box. More Korean. Korean, blah blah blah. Alright, let's get to the kit. Let me make sure. I don't think there's anything else in here. Nope, just a lot of foam. One thing I will note, they package this very nicely, so that's always good, especially since it's shipping overseas. I'm sure it was tossed around, but actually, surprisingly, guys, if you look at this box, it doesn't look too banged up from coming across the world, so not too bad. So let's go ahead. Let's unbox this kit. Alright, so some tape. Oh, no tape here. Never mind, I lied. No tape. Just a little. Yeah. Ooh. You know, I gotta say, presentation on this is very nice so far. Wow. That's sweet. Oh, you know what, guys? That is freaking sweet. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is an ADA circuit kit, which is freaking awesome, because I believe that's what it is. I may be wrong. But I believe this is an ADA circuit. I'm not too sure, but that's sweet. They give you get zip ties. You can believe what I said, what I believe is an ADA circuit, and you get a 3M sticky pad so you can stick the actual box on there. So wow, that's pretty sweet. I even bought some zip ties, but I don't even think I'll need it. And here is the jumbo wiring harness that's going to be installed. Wow. That's really in there. I wonder how that's... Man, everything around me is just... I didn't really have time to clean off my shooting desk. Okay. Wow. I gotta say, so far though, I am extremely impressed. I mean, this kit is 125 bucks, so it's not cheap by any means, but this thing does feel very quality-like. Here's the actual box, which is, again, all Korean. Two inputs, or an input there. I'm not sure what that is yet. Actually, that's the thing you have to make adjustments to. And two inputs here. I mean, and take my word on it, guys. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into buying this from Korea, because I think I'm like one of the very few that have actually installed this kit. So I was kind of ordering this off of no reviews at all. And this actually, it feels very, very quality. I mean, it feels high quality. The cables feel pretty thick. This is probably, I don't know, 18 gauge wire. don't even know if it says it on there. No, it doesn't say gauge wire, but it's pretty nice wire. So now that we have it unboxed, let's go ahead and install this puppy. Alright guys, a couple things I want to go over before I get started here. Okay, so kit here. Make sure you got it in frame here. I got a couple things to make my life a little easier. Which these I got zip ties from Harbor Freight. They're like $2, so I got these. Now I didn't know the kit came with zip ties. It only comes with 4, so I could probably get away with using 4. So I mean, zip ties aren't really a necessity since it comes with it. But I got zip ties anyways, because like I said, I didn't know. I did get a really cheap multimeter. I rarely ever use a multimeter, so I bought a little cheap one from Harbor Freight. It was like $6. This is mainly for me so I can just find out where my always on power is. And I got quick connectors. These are 50 feet quick slice connectors. Again, got them from Harbor Freight. They were like $5-6 for 50 of them. They have 2 different gauge, if you can see that there. They have 2 different gauge wirings, so I'll probably use these. These are, I'm sure, going to work very well for what I'm using these for. But yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, so the first step we're going to want to do is unplug the negative side of the battery. That way we, number one, do not kill our battery in the process of installing this from, opening and closing the doors, and also just so we potentially avoid any getting electrocuted or shorting any of the electrical systems out, which you definitely do not want to do. So the first step, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to pop off the door panel. Now I already removed all the screws, so I don't have to worry about any screws. The best part is to pop this top part off here. It just easily pulls off, and we're gonna, easiest way is to pull from here, and the door panel comes off very, very easily. A couple connections behind here that we're going to unplug, just the factory harnesses. There's one for the motors, the switches and the locks. Got a second one for the power meters, and a third one for the tweeter, which is conveniently located in the door. And we also have the locking mechanism switch, which is the 4th one that you have to unplug. That easily just unclips, and we have the door panel off. I'm going to set my door panel to the side because I'm not going to need it right now. So that's going to stay there. Make sure you place your screws so you don't lose them, all of that. And then we're going to start the wiring process. So we have main components here. The first one we're going to wire into the motor is the main one. We're going to want to tap into the power wire, which is here. And there's also a couple wires on this side that we're going to need to tap into. And I'm going to have to find those as we go along the process here. So I'm going to grab my kit. Got the kit right here. And we have electrical tape, which is going to be very handy when doing this. It's probably going to be a necessity. And we have the kit, of course. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug this side of the kit right here. This is the side of the kit that is going to be wired into the factory wiring. So I'm going to do this first. That way I don't have to carry around that big box with me. I can just wire this up, and then it has a little nice connector here that I can just plug right into the box once I have this wired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my directions, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay guys, so I kind of just want to update where I am with this. I will admit, for me personally, this was a pain in the ass to install. A lot of people say this was easy. For me, I don't know. I'm usually really good at wiring, to be honest with you guys. But for me, this was a little difficult. This is my second attempt today. Yesterday, I tried to install it and I got really frustrated, so I just yanked it out, said, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. Did some research online and I'm here. So I finally got everything working. All the functions are working. Auto up on all windows, auto down on all windows, and then when I unlock the car, I lock, unlock, or unlock, lock, unlock. All the windows go down. When I lock the car, all the windows go up, if any are down still. So that's where I am. Everything's working. So what I'm doing now is I'm cleaning up all the wiring and getting this thing looking nice before I tuck everything away. So I'll kind of bring you guys in here to what I'm doing right now. As you can see, the wiring right here, I'm kind of just like, what I'm doing really is just like getting everything all looking nice. I'm getting zip ties on here. I got the little box here. I cut for the Elantra, you have to, with the auto up and down, you have to cut these two wires and just kind of tape them off, just like I did over here. I cut these two wires off and taped them off. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what wires you have to splice into to get this thing working. That way it can make your life so much easier if you choose to install this. So the first one, they say in the directions this is a white wire. Now let me get my light here just so I can show you guys. So they say that this, if I can hold my light at the same time while doing this, they say that this wire right here is white. Now, I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, but it's like tan to beige. This wire right here is white. That's the one that comes with the kit. This is beige. So they say in the kit white, so the white wire is beige. And then the gray wire is like an off green, if you can see that. It's really weird. So that's the gray wire that you're gonna splice into the blue wire. So the gray, so-called gray, goes to blue, and the so-called white goes to white in the Elantras. And then coming over to the door here, we have the red power wire is connected to the red power wire on the Elantra. So you're gonna have red to red. This is a always on power. That way you can roll up the windows when the car is off from your remote or roll down from your remote. So that is where you're gonna wanna tap into the wiring. And then right here on the Elantra, I'm sorry, I'm doing this with one hand and a light, so it's not working the best for me. But on the Elantr here, you're gonna have this is from the window motor. So if you're out, you're coming right into this window motor. And then right here on the connection, you're gonna have a black and with an orange stripe. What you're gonna do is you're gonna cut that wire in half. So, and what you're gonna use is you're gonna use the wire that's connecting to the connection port here. Whereas the wire going to the vehicle, like into the harness, you're not going to use that side. You're actually going to have to tape it off, and I'm going to have to do that because you can see it's still, you can see it right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but little wire right there that you're going to have to cut off. So yeah, you're going to have to cut that off, tape that side off, which I'm going to have to do. And then you're going to crimp the gray wire, which is with the kit. The gray wire is going to go to the black and orange wire. Now, this is going to there's there's a wiring kit that comes with this one. And it's the only side that you're going to use to actually splice into. I know this is probably being confused. It's probably confusing, but I'm trying my best to explain this, guys, because, like I said, it's not the simplest, anyways. So you have these. There's a connection kit here that plugs in to the box, and it's gonna have 4 wires coming off of it. I'd say they're probably about 18 to 22 gauge wires. They're 4 wires. Now those 4 wires, they're white gray, blue, and orange. The white and blue are going to tap over here into your, this is your locking mechanism for your car. The white and blue are going to tap in, the blue's going to that gray wire, the white's going to the white wire over here. The orange wire you do not have to use. That is just for the open door sensor kit. Basically it tells you if your doors are open, so if you lock the car and the doors open, the windows won't shut. I'm not going to connect that because there's no need for me. You know, personally, I don't need that. And then your gray wire, we're going to follow this up here. Here's the gray wire. Gray wire, gray wire, gray wire. It's connecting to that motor harness like we talked about previously. And then, so we're only connecting 3 wires. There's only 3 wires that you have to splice, and then obviously you have the one red power wire that you're going to have to splice into the factory harness. So altogether, you should only have to splice into 4 wires, 1 being power, 2 being the locking parts, 1 being into the motor here. That's it. Nothing else should have to be touched. Now, one thing I will say is the directions were not clear for me anyways. So, like I said before, you're going to have to cut these 2 wires. Now, if you have the auto up and down function on your factory, from the factory, auto up and down, you're going to cut these 2 wires. They're the bigger orange and green wires. Let me see if I can grab my phone again for some light. So if you can see, they're the bigger orange and green wires. You're going to cut them off, tape them up so you don't get any electrical connection issues. Do not originally I accidentally cut this red wire because in the directions I thought that's what it said. I did not look easy enough. I was rushing. So don't make that mistake. The only ones you're going to cut, if you have auto up and down, are these 2 wires, the orange and the green, and then which originally connect to here, which is the orange and the green. You know, this again, guys, just be very careful. I was not paying attention and I cut the wrong ones. Luckily though, I spliced them back together, so it was all fine. Yeah, so you got your, again, this all just, you know, I'm gonna go ahead, what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna go ahead and finish cleaning everything up, and then I'll show you guys the finished product, or before the finished product. Hey guys, what's up? Michael here. Today I'm going to do a full video of all of the functions of the window evolution kit that I installed on my 2012 Elantra. This is the limited model. I have the auto up and down window features. So first I'm going to show you the functions from being on the outside of the car. The first function, the car is fully locked right now. Fully locked. First function, doesn't matter if you have a smart key or a normal key, is to roll down the windows. You're going to go unlock, lock, unlock. And all the windows roll down. Now, the one thing I did find out as well is if you let this sit for like, I think 3-4 minutes without opening the door, the windows will go back up once the car auto locks itself. So that's a cool feature if you, I don't know, accidentally do this and you forget about it, something like that. The next step from outside the car is locking. The second you lock the car, you'll see the windows should go back up. Sometimes there's a delay. Okay, I had to press it twice there. Sometimes you have to press it twice to auto arm the, but as you can see, take you guys around. All the windows are up, of course. The next thing is, from the outside, you can roll the windows down. I'll show you. Oh man, hold on. I gotta lock the car first. Okay, unlock, lock, unlock. And then you can stop. So you can stop the window. If you don't want it to go all the way down, you can just vent like one window, as you can see. You know, if this is I don't know why you would only vent one window, but you can do it. And then you can also stop the back ones or just have the front ones open. So if you press unlock while they're going down, it'll actually stop it. Let me show you guys. So if we go unlock, lock, unlock, going down, we press unlock or lock, it'll stop them. On their way back up, you can stop them. So it just vents these back ones. So you have a couple different ways. Let's go ahead. I'm going to start up the car so I don't kill my battery. All right, let me put all the windows up. Okay. First feature here, all of the windows are full automatic. So my driver was already full auto, so that doesn't really matter. But my passenger side was never full auto. So watch. No hands. I'm gonna click it once with my hand and take it right off. Full auto. Back. One click. Down. I'm not keeping my hand on the switch, just to let you guys know. One click up. One click down. One click up. Cool thing also is your passengers will have this feature too. So one click. One click up. Same thing for the rears. The rears also have the one click feature. One click down, one click up. So you guys get the gist of it there. Other cool thing is if you hold your two front buttons down, it will roll all four windows down. If you hold them past like a second, I think. See? Same thing if you hold the two front window, if you hold these two buttons up, it rolls all the windows up. See? No hands on there. And it rolled all the windows up. That's pretty much it. As far as the auto, you know, all the windows are auto rolling up. Let me turn off the car. So in the video before, you're gonna see that I mounted everything in here. I nicely zip tied everything up, taped it up so everything is hidden in my door panel. I don't have any rattling, which is good, because you want to make sure you don't have any rattling from the box, like rattling around in here. So everything is conveniently mounted in here, so it's not going to give me any problems. But yeah, it's really cool. The cool thing also, let me put my window, let me just put like these two windows down. Okay, so these windows are down. Say I were to get my keys and I'm going out of the car, I'm going inside, I lock the car. You can either do it from here or you can do it from your proximity button if you have one, and you're gonna see your windows are going to roll up. So that's the really neat thing I kind of like about this, is because if you're sitting in your car and your car's off and you're just kind of, you know, sitting there, normally you'd have to start your car back up to put the windows up. But in this case, you can just get right out of the car and put your windows up, which is cool. One other thing that I wasn't sure of if you could do is roll the windows down. If you have the smart key system, is roll your windows down from your touchpad here. You can. So what you do is, I don't know, you probably want to do this from the remote, but if you want to do it from here, you can. But same sequence, you go unlock, lock, unlock, and your windows will get down. And then lock, boop, your windows will go up. So kind of neat. I really love this. It was $125 for the kit, and I personally think it's worth every penny. because not only I have accidentally before left my one window open at night and it rained. Fortunately for me, it didn't really get in the car because it was the opposite way. But this is a really neat feature. If you guys are looking for this, I definitely would recommend this kit. It's really nice. It works pretty well. I will admit, it was a pain in the ass to install at first. You know, there's 4 factory wires that you have to splice into, and it can be a pain in the ass. Now, if you watch my video, you should have a lot easier time installing this than I did, because I didn't really have anything to go off of. The only thing I really had to go off of was the was basically a kit for the Sonata that someone installed, and luckily I could kind of go off of that because they're very similar. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. I installed this. It took me about 2.5 hours, 3 hours by the time I wrapped everything up, got the door panel back on, all that good stuff. So, but if you guys do have any questions, please feel free, leave me a comment. I'll definitely reply, and thanks for watching.